What is up, YouTube? It's IFM here, back after a little bit of a break, covering the Smogon World Cup. And expect a lot more videos in the upcoming days as we just cover all this World Cup Pokemon action. Today we got a match from BlackBloodz on the IFMstudios versus Nelson from Team Europe. And this is an ORAS-OU battle in the group stages of the tournament. I believe both of them are playing their first matches. And we're just going to see a great ORAS-OU match. The game went down to the wire. Both players had a chance to win right up until the end. And you're just going to have to wait and see who's able to pull out the victory here. Now, as you can see, BlackBloodz leads with that Latios, and Nelson is going to send in his Thundurus. Now, Latios has a lot of pressure on Thundurus as he's able to threaten it with the Draco Meteor, and Nelson reads that perfectly, switches in his Azumarill, and is able to tank that Dragon-type attack pretty easily with the immunity granted by his Fairy-type. And Latios is left with pretty much dead in the water against Azumarill, not able to do much, so BlackBloodz is just going to switch in his counter there, which is Skarmory. Skarmory handles pretty much anything Azumarill is going to want to throw at it, and Nelson reads that switch like a book, sends in his Entei, and now he's got some pressure up there with the Entei, and Entei is going to do a lot of damage to pretty much everything on BlackBloodz' team. And BlackBloodz sends in the Keldeo to just tank one attack, but Entei fires off the Sacred Fire, and as you all know, it always burns. That 50% burn chance, that's a lie. It's actually 100. And Keldeo eats the burn right there, and now Nelson's just gonna switch out because he doesn't want to have his Entei take any damage, and he's got a pretty solid counter there in Latias. The only thing Latias really has to worry about is a burn from Scald, which of course, another 100% burn move. Always burns right there. Takes the Latios down to 81% health plus the burn, down to 69. But Latias does have a lot of pressure on the Keldeo. And BlackBloodz just reads the fact that, Keldeo's kind of dead in the water the rest of this match. We're just going to let it die to the Draco Meteor, get that special attack drop on the Latias, and get the burn damage, take it down to 47%. So he's able to get a pretty safe switch into Talonflame. But Nelson does have that Landorus Teed. What is Talonflame ever going to do to that? Gets the Swords Dance up, but the Intimidate's going to drop him back down to just a 1 attack boost. And Landorus Therians normally is a pretty good counter to Talonflame, but look at that. He just got hashtag wrecked right there by that natural gift with the ice power on it. And Landorus goes down. Talonflame is just able to take him out quite easily, and now he's able to switch into his counter to Talonflame Azumarill, which for a counter still takes a solid 78%, I believe, from that from the Brave Bird. Able to take it down with Aqua Jet though, so that's Talonflame out of the match. But Nelson's got a pretty big lead BlackBloodz has a pretty big lead because he's got everything kind of weakened on Nelson's team and has got some momentum going his way as he's able to just go to his Lopunny, and Lopunny is going to threaten a lot of Pokemon on Nelson's team, outspeeds everything, can do some really solid damage with the return. Able to take out the Azumarill after eating an Aqua Jet to the face. That Aqua Jet's not going to do shit, so Lopunny's got a pretty big advantage, but now Nelson's able to switch into his Medicham, and now Medicham has the fake out advantage. And instead of really going for that, he's going to predict this switch into Skarmory and just blast it in the face with a high jump kick. And with that critical hit damage, it's going to take it down to just the sturdy range. And in the grand scheme of things, that didn't really matter. I don't think so. Because, a second high jump kick is going to kill anyways. But now he's able to go for the bit safer play, go for the Zen Headbutt, take out that Skarmory, and leave BlackBloodz in a bit of a predicament. But as you can tell, it's just a game where the opposite Megas just keep countering each other with a fake out advantage. So Nelson's going to have to switch out his Medicham, just going to go and sacrifice that Latias, and BlackBloodz makes a good read there, bites it in the face with the return, and Latias is down, and we're now sitting with a 3v3 game with both of their teams sitting at pretty much full health minus the chip damage on the Medicham and the Lopunny. And lo and behold, Medicham is back in to threaten the Lopunny out, and this time he is going to just kind of switch in that Latios and eat a fake out because Medicham's not going to be doing a whole bunch to the Latios, so he's able to get a pretty big advantage there and force the Latios to just start firing off some Draco Meteors, get the special attack drop, and Entei is just going to eat one of them, survive with just 2% HP left. What a champ there, eating that. And as a result, he's going to get one turn to throw out a Sacred Fire. And looks like I lied earlier on. The Sacred Fire maybe not be 100% burn chance as the Hippowdon eats one and kills the Entei in revenge with that Sandstorm damage. And now we're sitting at a 1 poke lead for BlackBloodz, but Nelson's still got a pretty good shot left in this game. He's going to switch in his Thundurus, and he's running that tech moveset, going with the Grass Knot, able to take down the Hippowdon quite easily. And now it's really down to a situation of what movesets this Thundurus running, and how is Nelson really going to deal with this. So Lopunny comes in, and Nelson's just got one shot here. He's got a Thunder Wave para it, and he throws out the Thunder Wave. Lopunny's paralyzed, but it doesn't get the full para, bops it in the face with return. Thundurus is dead, and that was pretty much the game right there, because you get that full para, then you can kill the Lopunny with the Thundurus, and then para that Latios to kill it off with Medicham. But as a result, he's forced to just send the Medicham into the Lopunny, kill it with the Fake Out plus the next move, and Lopunny flinches, obviously. But now BlackBloodz is able to really play it safe, just sacrifice this Lopunny. It's not going to be useful at all. I mean, except for maybe a Fake Out, but there's really no point in that. Dies to the Zen Headbutt, and Latios gets sent back in, and as a result, Medicham's just going to have to eat a Psyshock to the face and not like it at all. And there you go. Latios just eats one bullet punch. Even a crit damage wouldn't have killed right there. So he's pretty safe. Takes the Psyshock, kills the Medicham, and there you have it. BlackBloodz is able to take a game off Nelson, get another win for IFMstudios, and then Europe suffers the loss right there. Pretty key match, came right down to the wire. And like I said, we're going to be covering a lot of the World Cup Pokemon in the future days, so keep an eye on the channel, make sure to like and subscribe to the video, and this is IFM out.